Welcome back to the worst channel on all of YouTube. I'm DipperGames420, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Figuarts Trunks Premium Color Edition. This guy came out in January of 2016 for Japan at a retail price of around $40. He was a Tamashii web shop exclusive. And that is essentially all you need to know about this figure as far as the release information goes. He was basically just put out there because people really wanted Trunks, because a lot of people missed out on the original. So without any more bullshit, let's start this hopefully quick shit show off with the box. The box is par for the course for a figure of this era. You get a clear window that shows Trunks, as well as the silver toy sticker up top, picture of his face on the front running through the side, all the usual logos, Bandai Collector Shop, Snake's Den, all that, Dragon Ball Z logo printed on, Bandai 2016 made in China, Figuarts Trunks Premium Color Edition, usual Figuarts as a standard figure series blurb, picture of him running down the side, as well as the area where I ripped tape because I was a fucking retard. You get all the usual bluefin shit printed on the bottom. Back, you get a whole bunch of pictures of him, some blurbs. Very iconic quote of Trunks's. You get Japanese text at the bottom that still hints at a very funny, definitely not overused joke. You have Figuarts Premium Color Trunks up top and Burning Attack in Comic Sans. So all that out of the way, let's get Trunks out of this box. To prevent me from wasting your time too much, I'm just going to do the only comparison that I think is actually worth your time here, and that is the premium color version of Trunks up against the original. Once again, unless you're blind, I don't think I'm gonna have to point all the differences here out. The hair on the premium color version is more of an orange, where the original had sort of a flat yellow base with some white highlights and some orange lowlights. The eyes are slightly smaller on the premium color version. The skin is much more pale. The boots on the premium color version are a slightly lighter color than the original, but really there's not much to talk about here, and I think me going on any longer would be just wasting your time. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the accessories. If you remember the original Trunks, the accessories on this guy are a pretty obvious downgrade. Base form, you only get the stern and gritted teeth face, as well as the stern, gritted teeth, and yelling face for Super Saiyan. The yelling and smiling face for base form are missing, and the smirk for Super Saiyan is missing. As far as the hands go, you get the fists, the sword-grabbing hands, chopping, martial arts stance, and blasting hands. I believe you're missing another sword-grabbing hand, thumbs up hand, as well as the relaxed hands off the original. As far as the sword is concerned, it's exactly the same as the original release in just about every other Trunks, barring Boy from the Future. You get the sheath that pegs into his back, the sword that clips into the sheath, and then the sword that he can hold. As I've stated with the original Trunks, and I'm going to reiterate again, do not peg the sheath into his back. To demonstrate, here's how you put Trunks' sheath on his back without breaking it. Take the sheath, undo the lower peg as you would, rest the peg on his shoulder in between his collarbone and the collar of his jacket. Raise the arm up, peg the sheath in as you normally would. Just like that, you have Trunks with his sword, and you don't have to worry about breaking him. Might look a little weird from some angles, but the obvious benefit to this is you don't have to worry about breaking the figure anytime soon. So that shit out of the way, let's move into my final thoughts. So to make a long story short, if we were still in 2016 or 2017, God, I can't believe that's already been 7 years, I would have told you this would have been a perfectly fine stand-in for the original Trunks. He's not perfect, but if you were to get this guy at retail price, I would say he was worth every penny, because it's essentially a watered-down version of the original Trunks. And the original Trunks was already a pretty decent release, if you ask me. These days, I would just tell you to say fuck it and pick up the original, unless you're either a completionist or you're an average Trunks enjoyer, much like myself. But I think that about wraps up all I have to say for this one. This has been Dipper Games 420, and I'll see you guys next time.